There are many streams that came out of the Himalayan tradition, and collectively there is one element which is present in all the streams that came out of the Himalayas. In the beginning of time, primordial teacher Shiva gave this transmission, the first touch of the master, the first touch of the master. The master can touch you through the hand, the master can touch you through the eyes, the master can touch you through his breath, and the master can touch you through his word. This primordial seven sages, known as Saptarishis, okay, was touched by the primordial yogi who represents, who personified himself, the Himalayas personified itself as the primordial teacher Shiva. And the seven sages went to the different continents and they gave the wisdom. One went to India, one went to China, one went to what we call South America today. The Mayans gave them the Dharma, and then one of them went to Europe, one of them went to Africa. Like that, they scattered the wisdom. So all ancient traditions came from the Himalayas. Because the Himalayas are the highest point, and the Himalayas are alive, you know. Himalayas are alive mountains. Himalayas are the only mountains on the planet that grow an inch every year. One solar cycle, Himalayas grows an inch. It is growing. It is alive. And that teachings of aliveness is called yoga. And that teaching of aliveness, how to be alive, was transmitted to the seven sages. They went to the different continents and they gave birth to all these great ancient traditions all over the world. Now, one of the main elements, if you would go back into the Himalayas and say, what is the essence of your teachings? And the Himalayas replied, how to bow to the mountains, how to bow to the oceans, how to bow to the stars, how to bow to the moon, how to bow to the earth, how to bow to the trees. Bowing, devotion, gratitude, reverence is the highest teachings of the Himalayas. Because when you have reverence, something in you opens. You know, when you bow to the cosmos, when you bow to the totality, your head becomes lower, heart becomes higher. Head becomes lower, heart becomes higher. Now your head is higher, your heart is lower. Himalayas teaching says, head down and the heart up. When the head is lower and the heart is higher, miracle happens. That is the miracle of life. You experience what life is. So the essence of what is the teachings of the Himalayas? The teachings of the Himalayas is devotion, gratitude, reverence, love. Bhakti it is called. And you know, Kundalini, there are 108 names of Kundalini. Kundalini is the great goddess, and she has 108 names. And the first name of Kundalini is called Bhakti, which means devotion. She can only move if there is devotion, if there is gratitude for life, if there is reverence for life, if there is appreciation for life. So love, bhakti, devotion, gratitude, these are the essence of the teachings of the Himalayas. When we know how to bow to the sun, to the moon, when we can look at them and be in love with them, when we can touch the flower and be with the flower, experience the flower as a flower, and that is the teachings. of the Himalayas. Dharma is very simple, you know. Dharma is very simple. Very simple. In fact, the definition of dharma is how to walk, how to sit, how to see, how to breathe, how to talk, how to hear. That's it. Dharma complete. Everything else is a playground. Everything else is a, you know, when a child is small and the child make a lot of noises, the mother says, let's bring him to the playground. He goes to the playground and then he plays for hours and hours, going up, going down, going up, going, comes back home and he relaxes. So everything else, all these exercises, this is the playground of the mind. But then the goddess Kundalini says, now you have played enough. Come, sit. Go into meditation, go into samadhi. These are the teachings. These are the ways, and these are the tools of the Himalayan mountains. First, you run around, and then tells you, come, sit, experience yourself, know yourself. Satnam.